So I guess I'm gonna start with the most important thing up front, which is, when did you sign your exclusive Disney deal? Because between this and then Little Mermaid and, you know, the pirate, like...
Yeah. You know, right after Pirates of the Caribbean, they came to myself and John DeLuca, who's my producing partner and partners as well, and said, we'd love you to be part of this family. Would you consider, you know, an overall deal? Which was a very rare thing. It's actually a very rare thing these days. And John and I loved our experience so much working with them. We felt so valued and so trusted and so allowed to do our work in a very protective way that we said yes immediately. It's so nice to have a home in this business, you know, because you were kind of like traveling gypsies, like, well, that will do that, and you're looking around like, what's the next? But to have like a home and a place to work from, it's been great. And I will say on this film in particular, this is really the jewel, I believe, in their crown. And they could have been all over us, you know what I mean? But they were the exact opposite. They gave us such carte blanche, I think because of the trust we've created with each other. And Sean Bailey and Alan Horn, Alan Bergman, Bob Iger, they all really sort of said, go, do this. We know you have the tools to do it, and we know you believe in it. And I felt they believed in me and us.
Ultimately, the editing process is the final rewrite.
Yes.
So what was it like in the editing room on this movie? Maybe what surprised you about what you had, and what did you need to finesse?
These are such fresh, great questions. Thank you for asking this. You know what the challenge is with me with musicals, and this thing I spend the most time with, is getting into a musical number and getting out of it. That's something that's so carefully orchestrated for me, because when musicals don't work is when you feel those seams. Like somebody's speaking and then all of a sudden they break into song, and it's either works or it feels embarrassing. So I really worked to find a very seamless way into a song, so it just feels like it's naturally coming out of the scene. It should feel like a progression, like there's no other way to express yourself except through song. And so that's something I spent a lot of time with.
Did you have any deleted scenes?
You know what? I had nothing except for one tiny, tiny little... the DVD guys were actually quite upset. They said, there's nothing to... But there's one little tag. It was after they left Topsy's. We did a fun little idea where the alley they go down closes up, and it was like it was never there. But it felt like too many endings to the scene. And that was the only thing. It was a little tiny tag that maybe was about, I don't know, 10 seconds long, 15 seconds long.
Almost nothing.
Nothing.
My last question for you. I could not be more excited for a Little Mermaid live action.
Oh, great.
And so I have to ask you, where are you at in that, and what is it like working or collaborating a little bit with Lin?
Haven't started that process yet with him, because I'm actually just in the beginning exploration phase of how is this going to work? Can it work? How do you do it? It's a very complicated challenge, because you know, it's an underwater musical basically, at least half of it is, and it was an animated film, so it has to work as a live action film. So how does that all work? So it's something we're spending a lot of time just exploring right now.